while we're talking safety, I mean, for a start, considering the very fucking different levels of our experiences, you keep up very well. Very fucking well. Jesus Christ. And, I think what impresses me is, like, you don't ever fucking quit. You can come down from having split and immediately get triggered remembering the thing that split you in the first place. And come back. I've seen you go through the reconnecting, getting embodied grounding thing for hours at a time, getting 2 minutes of experiencing the emotion again, splitting again, hours of work, and still every single fucking time, you don't go, okay, this is insane. You don't go, I need to stop, turn the ride off. You know, you don't ever go, alright, what the fuck do I do? You don't ever lose your shit. You're just like, oh fuck, okay, yeah, that was rough, back to reality. And then throw yourself into trying to do the reorient to the present, ground to the body. You just throw yourself into it mechanically, and it's like fucking surfing. You just work out what wiped you out, take notes and start again. It's very fucking impressive. And horrifying, really. Like, goddamn. It's awful seeing you get, like, fucking pelted by the turrets, but, well, and it's amazing to see you keep picking yourself back up and dealing with it when, yeah, I always thought it would be too much and you'd fuck off, and I was very not keen on letting you near it for a very long time. Not that that was ever in my control. Did how it fucking did. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with how I'm managing to keep going and not freak out and lose my shit as well. There are some moments I've had a couple of moments of like near breakdown insanity, but that tends to be when I just go into hysterical laughter and be like, okay, a part of me or two is going to sit out for a minute because I do not have the energy to strain to pull us back together or try again in an hour. Like, yeah. There are some moments where it's like, I imagine if you were scuba diving around catacombs underwater and you got a little bit turned around, or like the torch started to go out and you had to remember that if you take rapid breaths you'll like fuck up your oxygen supply and then like hallucinate and forget to breathe right and just drown. It's there are some moments, but you know what's different is at the minute I always feel like we got a secret last minute teleport band on the wrist or something. Like that could happen, but someone would just beam me back and I'd be safe out of the water. Like I don't feel like I've got far to fall. I feel like we've got good backup between all of us at this point. And even if it's real and terrifying, the experience won't kill us. I guess I've got the security and the certainty and the safety of like knowing that even if it's really fucking terrifying and painful and unpleasant, we can deal with it. So that makes it easier to just try and learn what pace to deal with stuff at. I have a minute to take in my surroundings now and stuff.
I've started understanding what it's like to have a brain wired for connection. I'm really fucking shocked at what I was missing. And it's like everything. All the Like if I ain't thinking that I've got to withhold information for our safety, and that I've got to come across a certain way, make sure that I'm not readable. If I ain't doing all of that stuff, and I genuinely don't think we're going to be in danger because of it, there's this much less limited, much less constrained ability to actually converse, to actually think of things. I find that I have actually got a sense of humour, not just the gallows humour that we're so used to, but all the facetious. I can actually find stuff amusing, not just defensively, and stuff to say just comes to me. Or I'm fine thinking in silence, like.
I'm getting that a lot too. Different assumptions and safety-based expectations of myself than you have of you, but I'm still getting that, yeah.
It's fucking remarkable. It's really fucking weird. It's like being able to access different dimensions. Well, how did you write it the other day? It's the same. It's like skydiving, zip lining, mountain climbing, swimming, surfing, skateboarding, all of these things, but it's like doing it within our own bread. That would not be a good portable vessel for any of the above activities. Don't try it. Brains and head. Body. Body, brain, mind, emotion, chest, stomach, all of the shit we can feel. It's like being able to do a whole fucking world of exploring and adventuring and feeling excited and curious about what we're going to find genuinely, rather than fucking terrified and filled with shame and defensive need to tighten up and close down for safety. I really feel it. It's different knowing it. I knew the theory, but I really feel it. And it makes a big fucking difference. Actually, since I'm not expending quite so much energy just overriding the natural defences that I am so fucking primed for when we're around people. Basically all my energy ain't going towards don't call them a cunt, don't punch them in the face, don't be an abusive twat. Then I can actually think about what they're fucking saying. I can actually feel what I feel about it. As it turns out, I have emotions at fucking everything. All over the fucking place, and I have no idea how I keep up with them and express them when, like, while in them, I just get I get fucking whiplash at the minute. Oh god, and I wouldn't change it. This is so much better.
It is. It is so much better. It really, really fucking is.
Normally, sometimes, always, my whole life, I've had this real resistance to being around people. Formerly it was just fucking anger, hatred, visceral fucking rage. And then it became like trepidation, dread for a few people. And then it became like this real disorganised attachment fucking mix where there was really strong motivation to interact with some people. Even though it was even the things that were good just brought me fucking pain and suffering for the better part of a fucking year. It's like even if I'm so cut off and unable to access any of the incredible fucking things that connection can bring you, I was still, some parts of me must have been able to access it because I was so fucking motivated to keep throwing myself against the spiked wall that is all of my goddamn defences and armour. And yeah, it's definitely is worth it. A lot more than I could even imagine through all the work that we've been putting in. The payout is, it's completely changed my experience of reality. It used to be this resistance then, even if there was strong desire and fucking, although highly repressed, definitely the need to be around some people. When I was around them, I'd just be able to sit there very silently or occasionally spit something in rage, sometimes say something just as a side comment. A couple of people I've been able to speak to, but there was always a level like I didn't understand intimacy. I didn't understand how you let someone in. I can't let someone fucking in if we're both locked out. If I'm locked out of my own house, I can't invite someone in, can I? So it's like, it's the same. I was completely blocked away from and didn't have access to my emotions or any deeper parts of me. The fuck am I gonna invite somebody else to see them? I think while acting, there's a lot of fucking fights within this subsystem with both of those needs actually just clashing head on. Lots of back and forth, deep, intense declarations of attachment from some parts, followed by aggressive fucking withdrawal from others. And withdrawal was the only safe and inhibitive option I could take from the things I was motivated to do. It's just fucking hell. I realised the other day that it's not the connection and the interactions with people that I've been avoiding. That's not what brings all of the pain and the discomfort and the fucking myriad of triggers, lightning storms and shit that I have to write out and deal with. It's the defences, it's the past. It's like, yes, I knew that. Also, I actually feel the knowledge live in me now. And it comes with this sort of slight relaxation. I think about going to check our messages with our friends now, and where there's always been the two things not mixed at all. Deep-seated need. So much so that I feel like I can't breathe, like I'm choking. And hatred, resentment, anger, fear, the desire to withdraw or push away. It's like now there's all of that strain and resistance is kind of much less, much less. And then also where it is present, it's redirected. I recognise it's not attached to the interaction with the person. That I can purely look forward to. It's a little bit of weary brace thinking about how many defences I might have to disable and watching myself to be able to access the kind of connection that we want and need. That's getting easier, I guess. Practice. A hell of a lot of fucking practice. It's like daily practice for the last year. Even then, I'd say arguably like a year or two before was practice just within this system, and the occasional attempt and then withdrawing from people for months. It's weird how it presents. Like, I don't feel like I have to watch what I'm saying in case I come across as too looking like I actually give a shit about people, or like I have to. It was the feeling, the sense that I had to be cold and withdrawn, or I'd be under control. And if people saw that I was actually interested in having anything to fucking do with them, liked or respected or gave any tiny fucking shit about anything about them, it was like they'd have me snagged. The feeling that they'd use this barbed hook to just control me like a fucking bleeding puppet. So, not much ability to relax and display any amount of care, consideration, compassion, affection. Fuck them. I can actually do that a little bit now. And I don't feel like I'm putting us in danger from it. There is slightly the feeling of leaning backwards over a chasm holding just a rope from a harness. A little bit. But there's no like dead certainty that something with big jaws and teeth is going to come up out of the chasm attached to the fucking harness like a goddamn anglerfish. But instead I still have some knee-jerk ingrained responses, I guess, emotionally. But not the belief that I need to have them. That's changed. With a select, very few people. I start to actually be able to see different parts of myself, different parts of them. I get to learn about us and them, and actually feel this fucking world of different emotions exist in me. I mean, no wonder. God, it was so desolate and painful and cold and empty inside my chest, my body, everything, for so long. I had no idea that you could roller coaster and surf through entire fucking worlds. It's more tiring, more exhausting. I realise now I have an emotional capacity that I have to fucking build up doing goddamn push-ups every day. I get really fucking tired feeling stuff this deeply without any part of me leaving or dissociating. It takes me a lot of time to process and recover. Just like any really good roller coaster, I guess. Jet lagged. I managed to watch back a vlog yesterday, I think, for the first time. And I didn't split. No single part of me left. I didn't dissociate. I didn't leave our body. Arguably, I wouldn't say I have as much ability to be embodied as her, but fuck me, I can feel the emotions there as well as I ever can. That's like the first time that has ever happened. Fucking hell.
That's genuinely like 3 years of therapy, 1 year of everyday practice trying to rewire your neural pathways for connection instead of protecting us.
Yeah. Yeah. Just those things.